I got about 8 minutes for this fucker.
Do you even have 8 minutes for this? Because
hey guys, you know how sometimes like 45 minutes and we talk and have fun. Probably not happening today. This game is a major bummer on so many levels.
Yeah.
I mean, even just even if you had if you had a Ravens ticket and you're happy because they're going to win now, like it's not good to lose another quarterback in the league. I don't know what wrist injuries bring. That's not a very common one, I guess. But Mark Andrews, that injury didn't look great either. That's not good. Lamar's going to be icing that.
They were saying Mark Andrews was ankle, but he was motioning to his LCL when they were walking him.
Yeah, I didn't see the ankle.
So I don't think it was an ankle.
On the tackle, I guess it looked like it. 30 points though. There's a lot of points for a first half. It's Bengals. Do you want to just Baltimore or the under? What do you think Baltimore's game plan is here? They have three pretty good running backs.
I guess not get anyone else hurt.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I would.
What's that?
Probably put together a game plan where Lamar does not have any scripted runs.
Yeah.
I don't need him getting hit at all.
Yeah, that's absolutely true. He got banged up too, so it's he's obviously.
Yeah, it's a thing. I'm not letting anyone touch him.
Under 20. Let's fire. Yeah, under 20. Let's just.
I thought it was going to be lower. Under 20.
Under 20. I bet it. I hit it as hard as I can. Hopefully, I get my money back for betting the Bengals money line, which is not going to win.
Before the injury, they had a really nice drive. Mixon was kind of nice. Mixon's not carrying the team. I joked about that, but Mixon has had a really nice, game so far. Browning wasn't horrible. I mean, obviously it's a huge step back, but it was kind of a good game outside of the injuries and the reffing. The reffing has been rough. Like that last drive, and I know you probably were just kind of resigned to. I'm not likely to get Bengals money line home anyway, but that drive sucked.
The Zay pass interference was pretty aggressively stupid, I thought. And what was weird is I felt like maybe a makeup call for something that happened earlier in the game, but then
the holding on OBJ was bullshit.
Yeah, they scored. Did they score a touchdown on that anyway? Like they scored a touchdown on that drive anyway. I'm not sure why you had to make it up to him, but
what price are you seeing, Alex? I pulled up Chris.
I played Chris under 20 minus 110. I hit it.
It's still sitting there.
It's still sitting there. Yeah, which is not a good sign.
I know. Is there better prices?
That's not a good sign. I bet it. I just clicked. It's still under 20 minus 110.
Hasn't moved.
Not good sign. All right. So here's why the under is a bet. Here's why the under is a bet.
The pass rush for Baltimore has looked decent.
Jake Browning is the quarterback.
That's step one.
The Ravens are incentivized right now not to get anyone hurt, so you're going to have a healthy dose of rushing. That rushing should be successful. Maybe the Ravens score touchdowns when they get into the red zone, and it's a little sweaty on 20. But the Bengals kind of showed their hand where Browning was playing. He was whipping it. He was snapping. He was spinning it. And they dropped a pass. By the way, the Bengals drops tonight have been just atrocious. Like what are we doing, guys? Like the lack of concentration in drops from a lot of important players have been terrible. But Jake Browning at 4th and 3, they line him up like, oh wow, they're going for it. Like maybe Zach Taylor feels kind of good about this guy. Maybe he realizes his back's against the wall and he needs to drive here and can't give him the ball back. And then it was that absolute stupidest fucking bullshit. Like we're gonna pretend to go
here's
for
the
it.
thing too. When they go over the top, like absolute kayfabe, like demonstratively,
you're giving yourself
doing all
away.
kinds of moving. Like when you do that play where it's like there's 8 motions and they're calling and they're talking to each other.
Yeah,
then for sure this is bullshit. They're bullshitting us.
And then to punt in that moment and give them the ball back while your defense hasn't done an especially good job of stopping the Ravens was a huge failure.
That's the thing too. Like once you have the backup in, why not just go for it? Like what's your defense hasn't looked that good.
Yeah. So
Barry
the Bengals
played the Baltimore 2.5. Maybe I'll put a will on that too with
fine.
him.
So he would know better than I would know if Jake Browning is any good.
He really wasn't singing Jake Browning's praises in the chat. I believe he said worse than Clayton Tune. It might be hyperbole, but I mean Browning is a backup for a reason. I remember watching him at UW.
God, that Aguilar touchdown was just fucking cursed too. Speaking of curses,
yeah, the one that got called back was basically every penalty was fucking stupid on both teams.
Awful. But the Aguilar, like the tipped pass where he caught it and then ran for a touchdown. It's like what the hell?
I lost that ball. Like,
oh yeah, same. I was like,
I lost the ball in the live play.
No,
I'm like, where did it just stopped? It's like the ball was gone, like it was in someone's jersey, and then you see him running. Like, how did he even end? It took a 2-3 watches to figure out what fucking happened.
I'm gonna take a brave stand. You ready for this?
Oh,
Thursday night football is
Tomlin
bad. No, Thursday night football is bad for the game.
I mean, yeah, I don't even think that's a hot take. Like players getting less time to get healthy for a game, teams having less time to prep, and there's always more injuries, fuckery, and bad juju on these games. Like it's not stopping because of the money machine, but man, it's never good. I want to envision some way where we have Thursday night football. And I mean, the real fix for this is every Thursday night matchup is two teams off a bye.
How hard would that be?
I mean, just sort that out.
You want an extra week of the season? We could have a whole nother week.
You could have
two buys. Get one before Thursday night football. This is so common sense.
I want that bad.
This is so common sense. Well, the fact that this hasn't gotten to the highest level and they don't realize this, I'm almost lost for words that this is not already like the clear and obvious answer to this. But how many years ago did we talk about this?
That said, I'm jacked up for Black Friday game because that's such a fuck off day. Nobody's working really. My wife has to work, poor thing, but
sure,
nobody's hardly working on that Friday. To have a middle of the day game is so nice.
Yeah.
It doesn't suck.
It would have been so easy to implement two buys and give the Thursday night.
I would love to see that in the future. Well, and the thing is too that they're doing things, and this came up in the Discord. Obviously, it came up on a couple chats and on the timeline. People talking about the hip drop tackle. If we're going to continue to focus on, and I made a joke about Roy Williams, like the horse collar stuff. Like, if we're going to continue to make strides towards player safety, and you want to keep Thursday night football, that is the only answer. Is like you got to give it to teams off the bye, so they have a little time to get healthy. They have time to prep.
Absolutely,
you're not just game right into another game.
Yeah. So there's a whiff of mush in the air. Somebody out there probably tweeted something like, "Finally, a good Thursday night football game." Thanks to that person for mushing this. Wait, 5 million people tweeted that.
Everybody, we're all good. We are collectively. There's blood on everyone's hands. Look down at your hands.
Blood. Okay, so two more thoughts for you. You ready?
Yes.
I'm going to give you two choices.
Oh God!
You want to talk Tomlin voodoo first, or you want to talk fragile Burrow?
Let's talk fragile Burrow and the fact that we saw the clips of him with the brace on earlier. And I know did you see Florio's tweet? Like, was
it literally like this was?
Well, he's like, wait till Congress gets involved in the injury report shenanigans. Like, he's drunk. I mean, he makes good points, but then he has such stupid.
Mitch McConnell's probably a Bengals fan.
That's
Kentucky's right there.
Yeah, it's and it's silly, but like everybody saw the picture earlier, and then boom, his wrist just hurt. I even read an article on a Bengals blog site saying this wasn't a big deal. This is something that happens a lot, and I mean that blue tent needs to be a lot bigger. Yeah, NBA injury reports are a priority for Congress.
Congress can't even figure out.
I emailed that Soros budget. Guy, but
they can't figure out. They can't figure out the $10 trillion budget at the Pentagon. So they're definitely not figuring out the NBA.
They're spending money on OnlyFans, guys.
They're spending money on OnlyFans. That's right.
So here's the thing. We need the blue tent to be a lot bigger, because like if you're a quarterback, if you're testing his wrist out like that, boy howdy.
Yeah.
Like I want that away from public view. That was rough to watch. Like, oh, he's fucked.
Yeah.
Clunan, I have a larger ice fishing tent. I just have a little clamshell.
Thursday night football sponsored by Toradol. The Toradol lobby behind this being a thing?
I think it's called Toradol anymore, because when the
well, we didn't get to the bottom of Fragile
Okay.
Burrow. Like, is Burrow built for
hurt a
NFL?
lot.
Is Burrow built for the NFL? How many years ago did we talk about Burrow being a little slight and being nervous about his frame and playing the quarterback position, especially behind that offensive line at that time, which was a revolving door? Kind of still is, but whatever. Like, is this a long-term sell on Burrow as a guy that you can count on to play 18 to 20 games a season?
Probably not, but at the same time, he's still so good that you just say, we'll risk it, which sucks because you're going to end up with 10 years of this guy.
Well, they already risked it. They already paid him.
Yeah, I mean, they that's what I'm saying. They've got the big contract. They were obviously willing to, deal with it. The blue tent does need rebranding. Why isn't there ads on the side of that?
So you don't have an opinion whether this is going to be an every year thing with Burrow?
I mean, it's been, obviously the ACL injury right off the bat, that was just a
fluky.
That's a little fluky. Obviously having an appendectomy, or was it spleen, or what organ?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably not
fluky.
Something obviously not repeatable. That's not gonna crop up again.
I mean, it could have a gallbladder.
He could have, maybe he's diverticulitis. I'm not sure, but I don't know. I don't think it's a hey, this is a guy who takes too many hits and he's in trouble. We'll give him some time.
All right. Anyone that has the volume up on this, please tell us. You will probably not see Burrow the rest of the game. Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
What's the total now? What's the total now? Did it go down?
Oh, let me check. Chris is still at 20, just kind of bouncing. The Ravens did take some steam. That's down. That's out to 3.
That's our friend. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that was the first one. All right. Burrow, I am on red alert whether he is built for longevity with his
Tomlin voodoo. I'm at the point where I would not be surprised if Cincinnati flew home, found out they left the stove on, and the stadium had burned down. Paycor is gone. It's at comical proportions.
Yeah.
Both and Lamar's in, he's looking okay, but that's those ankle injuries. That's something that can swell up tomorrow, and suddenly he misses a couple practices.
All I know is that after Watson goes down, if you're a quarterback and you have Pittsburgh on your schedule next week, you should be concerned.
It was sacrificing fucking chicken.
It's Cincinnati, Andy.
Oh. They're going to get DTR and Jake Browning in 2 weeks.
Unbelievable.
Hashtag never stressed.
What a job by Mike Tomlin, our coach of the year.
Mike Tomlin.
Amazing. You got Browns at Bengals next 2 games for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and those two road division games are going to be against quarterbacks with a grand total of 1 start. Brown that will be Browning's first start, presumably. Is that right?
Keep getting away with it.
Can't keep
Yins or magic. It's too strong. Honestly,
man,
I might find some Yingies. That sounds good. I haven't had a Yingling in a long time.
If you think the Pittsburgh Steelers being 8-3 hurts Tomlin's coach of the year chances, I got bad news for you. It does not. 8-3 is pretty.
I just don't see him leapfrogging Dan and D'Amico still. I think he gets some damn votes though, and this is my Mike Tomlin face.
You want to know the next? You want to know 4 of the next 5 quarterbacks that the Steelers are going to play? You ready?
I do, and even if I didn't, I think you'd tell me.
DTR.
DTR.
Probably Jake Browning.
Mm-hmm.
They get Kyler Murray, Bailey Zappi,
and Gardner, it's probably still
Minshew.
Mac.
And Gardner,
it's probably still Mac.
Dude, he's got a vote of no confidence in the locker room. There's no way they're starting Mac again. You don't believe you don't believe the reporting that he's going to go to QB3? It might be Will Grier, Andy.
I don't know. I don't know that those reports were actually that solid.
Tommy Kern is my guy. Me and Tommy are tight. Tommy told me some stuff, and it was all true. Tommy he's not well liked in the organization.
I know those locker room ones. Those feel like they're always this small straw poll, and then they get blown up. I wouldn't surprise me if it's just Mac, because it's not going to get better going elsewhere.
Man, they might
get honestly, and it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you start. I'd be shooting for a draft pick. If I was them, I would start Tommy DeVito all year. If I was the Giants, I'd be shooting for a draft pick.
If I were Kyler Murray, I would just be real careful, because Clayton Tune might show up on this opposing quarterback list as well, and that might be tough. Yeah, man.
Will Grier, my God. Will Grier's, that's not a good one.
You know what? Jake Browning, he's doing his thing. He's evading pressure. That was really quite impressive, I have to tell you. That was nice work by him. Maybe he's got more of a pulse than people realize.
There's always this backup comes in, you get a little bit of a bump.
They game planned for Joe Burrow. They don't know how to game plan for Jake Browning. No one does, because no one knows what he's good at.
Yeah, they're in there watching.
Yeah,
they're in the locker room watching like the 2016 Rose Bowl or whatever. I don't know.
Was he really?
I have no idea. I'm just Jake Browning college.
I bet you he was a Pac-12 Offensive Player of the Year in 2016. So I bet you he did play in the Rose Bowl that year.
That's gonna be funny if I nailed that. Game log's career.
Browning underwent shoulder surgery on his throwing arm a couple weeks after facing Alabama in the college football playoff.
Oh, that was the playoff game that was a Peach Bowl, because I bet that I had Alabama in the early line. I bet that at the Golden Nugget.
Mm-hmm.
We were out there after the championship weeks. That team wasn't very good compared to Bama.
Yeah. In his senior season, the team was invited to the Rose Bowl, where they were defeated by Ohio State to end the year at 10-4. So he did play in the Rose Bowl, but they lost to Ohio State.
It looked like a good game.
Did you see it? Did you see the actual result there? Was it a good game?
I don't know.
The 28-23, yeah, that was a good game. How about that? 2019 in Pasadena.
Miles Gaskin.
That's pre-pandemic.
J.K. Dobbins. Oh, you know who caught a touchdown pass in that game that's also playing in this game?
Oh, let me guess.
Drew Sample.
Whoa. Wow. Yeah. How about that? Was he a Husky?
I will look into that. Yes, he was.
So he actually has. Wait a second.
Dwayne Haskins was your other quarterback.
Drew Sample caught a touchdown from Miles Gaskin?
From Miles Gaskin.
What?
I'm going to have to go find that play.
Trick play?
Brinks is remembering. Says that was an all-time backdoor cover in that Rose Bowl.
Oh, that.
It was. You know what the score was at one point? 28-3. 28-3.
Yikes. Let's give
quarter points for.
Let's give
Miles Gaskin threw for and ran for 2 touchdowns, including one under a minute left to get to 28-23.
I'm gonna lose my Bengals and this under. This sucks. The good on Zach Taylor for calling the best play that you can call with the backup quarterback, which is the underthrown deep ball, pass interference magnet. Rock Ya-Sin for some reason is out there for the Ravens.
These refs are not good.
Well, that was the right call, but I don't know what the fuck. Underthrown DPI is ridiculous. It shouldn't be a spot foul. There should be.
Peterson was Boise's coach.
Can we classify DPI into 2 categories like face masks used to be? Remember when there was a casual face mask and then they fuck you up face mask? You remember that?
There should be
incidental
holding call where you just give them like 10 yards and a first down on that. Fuck it.
Yeah,
like that wasn't bad.
That's one perfectly fine.
It is very penal on some of these where it's like, man, that ball wasn't really catchable, and I get that his hands were all over him, but it was kind of like both of them were doing it. That's always been my ruling.
This is not great.
What are you worried about?
Well, I bet the under and I bet the Bengals money line, and I think they're both going to lose.
I forgot you didn't take any +4.
No,
just straight the fuck up.
No, because I thought I was betting on Joe Burrow for 4 quarters.
That is fair. I'm not blaming you for the Browning stuff. Do you think
you're doing a good Joe Burrow impression?
Do you think we're kicking field goals?
No,
they're not down by that much. It's only down by, so they'd only be down by 8 if they kicked if they fail to convert this third.
Well, they're not going to. It's the Ravens seem inclined to very much let them back in the game. Actually, they did good. That was a nice little defense. 4th and 5 is far enough that I think they probably do kick the field goal.
I would kick this.
You know what I would do if I was Zach Taylor?
Quit. Take 2 weeks off and quit.
I would line up and I would pretend that I was going to go for it. You know?
Nothing bothers me more than that. In the whole game.
Let's pretend that we're going to go for it. Let's draw them off sides. Yeah, we'll get them. We'll be the first ones this year to get them.
I feel like an onside kick is more likely than that play working nowadays.
Yeah. I can't tell if Rob's being serious or joking, but Jamar has sucked tonight. Is he even playing anymore? Like his effort level in the first quarter made me very angry. Let's see. He has not been targeted since. Oh, he has 5 targets, so maybe he has been. I have no idea. 5 targets, 1 catch for 10 yards for Jamar Chase. Pew. I guess we'll just wish good health to Mr. Lamar Jackson, and now we just have to avoid, I guess, what, three touchdowns?
Yeah, I want to see a 10-minute field goal drive here. All right, Purple's Eagles money line is good. Is A-OK down to 650. I feel like A-OK is going to stick.
Shoot, I was on my way out of the stream with Rob. I was going to shout out the Purple Eagles, but if you don't know who the Purple Eagles are, do your own research.
Get with the program first.
Do your own research. Figure out who the Purple Eagles are and money line.
They're the only team in upstate New York I trust. Certainly can't trust the Bills, guys. And then, real quick, I wonder what the price closed at, but the market was the profit exchange market was Lamar anytime, and I feel like the no has got to be a super. Just obviously the time decay. We're sitting in the third quarter now, but there's also the case of what we just talked about. Keep him in bubble wrap the second half. Just let the running backs do the work. Tell him to throw the ball away. No scrambles even. Just stay healthy, guy. We're about to get a big divisional win if we can keep our hand on the rudder here. For some reason, my stream paused. I still haven't even got to the field goal.
Dude, did you see Brett's message in the tennis chat?
Which one was that?
The one with Jewel and Michael Bolton, who are also on Necker Island with Jeannie Bouchard.
Dude, what is going on that island?
I don't know. Have you ever heard of Necker Island before? Yesterday?
Who's the? Is it the Virgin guys?
Virgin.
Yeah, it's Branson. It's Branson's island.
Yes. Yeah.
Jewel.
Yeah, Jewel, and he got Jewel and Michael Bolton together to do a duet.
Why should I change my name? He's the one who sucked first.
He's the one who sucks. Yes.
I don't know if I could name a Michael Bolton song. I feel like he just does. He did a lot of good covers.
When a man loves a woman.
Or Percy Sledge.
I actually don't know if that's Michael Bolton. I assume
I'm sure he has done that. That's what I'm saying. He did a bunch of standard covers.
He has really terrible hair now. Holy crap. Oh,
I don't think he ever had great
hair. My hair looks like that when I'm his age, just give me the fucking message on the side and be like, dude, just fucking buzz it.
Jewel got teeth.
Brutal.
I don't even know what this means.
She's all snaggletooth. And I have a snaggletooth, so I can talk about it. By the way, I used to have
a gap.
perfect teeth, but my wisdom teeth came in and crowded my lowers, so I got a snaggle tooth now, and yeah, it annoys me. I've had many dentists and orthodontists say I should get adult braces, and I'm like, oh yeah, how long does that take? And they're like, just 3 years.
Both of my kids have orthodontist, what do you call it, referrals in the next month. So there goes 20 grand.
Jesus Christ.
It's so much for braces, apparently. I had no idea I looked it up.
The second half.
I might just tell them, like, guess what? You better learn to sing.
Oh man.
Worked for Jewel.
Yeah. You know what you should do next year is you can oh my God, this defense. What is going on with Big Lou's D? Jesus Christ. I think Gus Edwards didn't get touched until 20 yards downfield. Next year you got to get 10 entries into Survivor and just get one of them this far in and sell it for 30 grand, and then you're covered.
Yeah. People are doing. I don't think they're properly valuing them. I don't even know if they're actually selling.
No way. Did you know that
those
was
prices are ridiculous?
Did you know that was going to be a thing this year with the number of entries they were allowing?
I had no idea that was going to be.
I really wish I had thought about that. This adds an entire level of game theory that I didn't even.
I know, but also I'm really bad at Survivor.
Sure.
I'm selling mine for like $400 in week 2. I just want out, guys. I'm scared. I'm done.
You've lost money on this.
Yes, I'm just tapping out. I'm done. I'll give you this for $300. Take it all. Buy one, get one. Yeah, where are they selling them? Is there some sort
Commanders week 1 was too stressful. I'm just selling this. I don't know. I don't know where the brokerage is.
This defense looks very
awful.
Sad.
Awful.
It's one of those too where, and we talked about this with the Jets, Drew. You know, it's like does the team kind of just give up? You know, how hard does the defense play when they see Jake Browning in there, who just led them to a field goal drive, I guess. But I'm not sure why Lamar throws another pass in this game, guys.
No, man, I don't understand. How am I supposed to live without you was a big one for Mr. Bolton. That was his first number 1.
You know who's way
how
better?
Am I supposed to live without you?
You know, Michael Bolton is just a really shitty Rod Stewart. Rod Stewart has some bangers.
Oh, way, way better. Yeah.
Oh my God.
You're right. You know what? When a man loves a woman,
when
a man loves a woman was Percy Sledge. Did you know that?
Yes, that's what I said.
No, I didn't know that.
It's just that's one of those weird things that, like, how do you know that? Yeah, I probably saw it on. You remember those Time Life commercials?
Should we cancel Michael Bolton for taking that and making it his thing?
It's appropriation, isn't it?
Appropriation, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's one of those, you watch those Time Life movies, like you can't find the remote, and it's on the Time Life, like, hits of the 50s.
Yeah.
If you buy it now, you get an extra CD we're going to throw in.
Dude, he did it to Percy Sledge and Laura Branigan, who he took How Am I Supposed to Live Without You from.
Oh, I thought he took Gloria. My goodness.
No, Laura Branigan wrote How Am I Supposed to Live Without You.
Do you remember Laura Branigan's Gloria, though? Gloria.
Yeah. Outstanding. Yeah. So his only Michael Bolton's only 2 number 1s were Stolen Valor from Percy Sledge and Laura. Like that feels wrong.
We might have to do a whole episode on rating Christmas songs, because I think these are very divisive.
Apparently, we are not valuing the health and well-being of Lamar Jackson because we're calling design runs for him.
I am
still.
baffled.
He does not look well. Like, I don't understand what they're doing.
Drew, we need a ruling on the Waitress's Xmas rapping song. Merry Christmas, Merry Christmas. Da, 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 da.
I think in even years it's fun and kitschy. In odd years, it's grating and annoying.
It's good for like one listen a year. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Fairy Tale of New York is like the hipster answer. And I'm just making fun of you because that song is a fucking banger, Patrick. I can't lie. And the bells of the PD from Galway Bay. The sun was ringing out for Christmas Day. Everyone knows that.
Nice. Could use another run here. Just, another, maybe 2 more. Is this 2 more asking for too much here?
I would love a field goal here.
2 more runs and a field goal.
Okay, that was Mitchell. What's your favorite Christmas song, Drew?
Ooh.
Last Christmas is pretty bad.
Yeah, the Taylor Swift rendition of that is pretty sick.
Next day.
If you're into the Taylor
and I
Swift
like
movement
George Michael.
at the current time. No, Wham. Yeah, the Wham Last Christmas is freaking awesome. My favorite Christmas song.
I'm gonna have to go find this.
I'm gonna go with I like the Nutcracker Suite by Tchaikovsky. That's my go-to.
You want to hear something fucking
50
weird?
minutes of Nutcracker.
Do you want to hear something fucked up, Drew? And yeah, Lamar's hurt. That's not great. So my son, I had to pick my son up a little early from school. He had a doctor's appointment, and he told me. I said, "What class were you in?" He says, "I was in music class." I didn't get to stay for the whole time. I said, "Were you singing or what?" Yeah, he just caught his leg there. Hopefully that's not too bad. But he said, so they're doing a field trip, Drew, and they're going to the ballet. Obviously, they're going to see the Nutcracker.
Yes.
And he knows some of the songs. I loved watching Fantasia as a kid. One of the Disney VHSs I absolutely wore out. So I love all. So like we had to drive a little ways. So I put on I had the Nutcracker going in the car. We were full on Sugar Plum ferrying it.
Yeah.
This is Friday. Like that's kind of a banger. There's a bunch of good ones.
That song will get you up. That one will get you going.
That's like my workout.
Is that the one with the rats and stuff? Or no, that's you know what that song is? That's the part of the ballet where they're coming down in for the Christmas tree. For they're all excited because the gifts are on the Christmas tree.
They bring them to the different countries. I thought that's the Russia.
No. But the one you were that's like everybody coming down for Christmas and they're all excited. That's like
I think you're thinking of Home Alone. Because it's in that movie too, Drew.
Yes, surely. That's obviously, yeah.
No, I think
the Russian one. What about the one with the with the dancing? Yeah.
Dun, dun.
That's now we gotta look this up.
That's a different one, but it's also upbeat. Now I'm thinking of the saber dance. That's not even the Nutcracker.
The Russian dancers dance to what?
Play it. Can you play it so I can hear it?
Yeah, sure.
Anyway, my favorite is "Oh Holy Night," but there's like 5 different really good versions. And there's this Swedish singer, and he does it in Swedish, and it's pretty good, even if because you know what he's saying, like everyone knows the words. It's like "Oh Helga Natt." Pretty solid, really good tenor. I don't know his name. The Kinks. Yeah, that one's good. Father Christmas, give us your money.
Good one.
We'll fuck you up and we'll take all the toys. I don't know all the words.
I think you're right about the ding, 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 ding. I think that was the Russian one. Yeah. I'm thinking of the march, which was very similar. And
I can picture. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think you're right, though. I know that one, too.
It's very close.
I pick in Fantasia, it's the flowers dancing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Surely.
I love. You know what? And you know what? Fantasia 2000 gets a bad rap, but maybe my favorite song of all time is Rhapsody in Blue, just because there's no song even close to like what that is, and they do a really good job of that in the new Fantasia. How is it Christmas season already? Anybody who lives in the Midwest,
Bing Crosby Christmas, you know that.
How about the David Bowie? Duet. That's a good one.
Oh yeah.
So anyone who lives in the Midwest or like maybe even the Western United States who has Taco John's, it's like a Taco Bell, but not the same. It's Tex-Mex. They have this commercial they've been running since like fucking 1984, Drew, and they have these churros that have green and red sprinkles on it.
Okay.
In the sugar, and then they also have something called Nachos Navidad. And this commercial, they use the song, and this is "From the bottom of my heart." And from Taco John's.
Taco John's.
They've been using
I love it.
Jose Feliciano song forever. Yeah, Potato Ole is our bangers.
Oh, dude, we'll have to do an official rankings now that you brought this up. I'll give this some sincere thought.
I had a thread of it, and I remember Kanish just made fun of me. He said something really mean.
Oh man, Jesus! They have the Ravens trade with the Bears for Roquan Smith up. The Bears just completely donked all of that draft capital that they got. Jesus.
The John Lennon. So Happy Xmas War is over.
Yeah. Yes.
Most depressing Christmas song.
Yes.
It's a good song, but it's kind of sucks.
Yes. Do they? Yeah. The what's the Paul McCartney one? That one is a little bit lighter. Simply having wonderful Christmas time. I can jam to that. That one I can get down.
Cartman doing "Oh Holy Night" is pretty solid. I did the "In the Ghetto" the other day for Drew. Holy night.
That's good.
That's one of the better versions. I can't find my thread.
Unbelievable.
Might have got deleted. Thanks, Elon.
Of favorite Christmas songs?
Yeah.
No, that's terrible.
Oh, I think I found it. All right. Oh, all the YouTube clips got fucked. Yeah. So the one Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Dominique the Italian Christmas Donkey. What's that one?
That's a good one.
You should go find that. Trans-Siberian Orchestra.
Sure. All right. So this is my official rankings, and granted, give me some leeway. This is from 2019, but yeah, the Trans-Siberian Orchestra, Wizards in Winter, only because of the cool video with the people who synced up their lights to it.
Yes.
You know that one?
Yes.
I'm really
excellent.
Good at singing these.
Excellent work.
Number 5, Joni Mitchell, River.
Wow.
Got a little loose with what qualifies as a Christmas song.
Okay.
She mentions Jingle Bells. She mentions Jingle Bells, and that's just a really good song. And then I did have the Bowie and Bing, Little Drummer Boy. I love Bowie, and that's a good one.
Yeah.
Peace on Earth. And then Fairy Tale in New York. And then here's the Swedish guy. UC Jorling. I called him Juicy B.
Wow. Okay. I like it. Hey, did you ever see the
Grandma got run over by a reindeer?
This is a weird callback, and I think the Christmas donkey was the only reason I even thought about this. But did you ever see Emmett the Otter, which was like a Jim Henson Christmas thing?
I mean, is it like Fraggle Rock?
Emmett the Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
I am not familiar, Drew.
No? Oh, this will trip you out.
I think so.
Great. Here's a recommendation for you for the holidays. You ready? Random December Saturday. Kids and wife are asleep. Find yourself into some gummies. Put on Emmett the Otter's Jug Band Christmas. It is an absolute banana. Just a released December of 1977. Otter puppets playing in a jug band, inspired by the Gift of the Magi. And I feel like Emmett the Otter gives away his, I want to say it's a jug that he blows on to get a Christmas present for his mom, but his mom gets him something to play in the band that he can't play anymore because he gave his jug away. Something like that. It was
that's how it works in the O. Henry. Like, and truly, like, as far as Christmas stories, books, short story, I guess, Gift to the Moon, like, that's pretty solid. That guy, like, it's O. Henry, I think. He had to, that's one of those where after he wrote it, he had to be like, fuck yeah. Like, I nailed, some people, I think they do their work and, I hope people like this. He had to be like, motherfucker, I kind of nailed this.
While window shopping in nearby Waterville, Ma and Emmett wistfully reflect on Pa's life and his unsuccessful snake oil venture. As Christmas approaches, they hear of a talent contest with a grand prize of $50 and separately decide to enter so they can afford to surprise each other with a present. Ma, a fine guitar for Emmett, and Emmett, a piano for Ma. Hilarious.
I'm sure this is on YouTube. Good call from YouTube user.
Emmett
Thanksgiving songs.
Potter,
Alice's
ayahuasca. Spectacular. Sorry, yeah, go ahead.
Alice's Restaurant. You familiar?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like that's
Love
like
that
18
one.
minutes long though, man.
Yeah.
Just to half a mile past the railroad track.
Oh, it's a good one.
How high was Jim Henson? Dude, I mean, look at Fraggle Rock. That guy was high as balls all his life.
Yeah. He probably died of drug related consequences, right? It was like no pneumonia.
Idea. I think he's gone though.
Oh, he died way, way young. Like I don't even think he could made it to 50. It was
speaking of callbacks, the USA is going to lose to Trinidad and Tobago here again.
He died of age 53.
Oh, R.I.P. Jim.
No.
More until I join you. I think I'm out of Christmas songs. Obviously.
Bacterial pneumonia. Yeah.
Obviously, I can't hate on Mariah because there was like pretty fucking big gap between the last time somebody wrote a banger. And we named a bunch of like 60s, 70s, and 80s songs that are okay. But honestly, it had probably been since Irving Berlin that we had a truly legitimate, this is a Christmas banger. Like it went White Christmas. Yeah, White Christmas to Mariah Carey. Like we had a 50-year gap, guys.
Yeah. Hey, you want a little outside the box rec? Do you know what one of my favorites is?
I do not think he died of toxic shock syndrome.
No. Oh no, I think he did. No, I think he did. He had acute bacterial pneumonia and toxic shock syndrome.
I thought that's just a thing that ladies get. I'm sorry if I am ignorant to this.
I don't know what I don't know what that refers to.
Google it, buddy.
Do I have to?
No, please don't.
Keaton Mitchell is a tough man to tackle, and the Bengals I don't think are rostered well to stop the run, which is not a good thing. What I was going to ask you or bring up was, recommendation for you. Ready?
Is it more otters?
No. A Christmas album, start to finish. You can put it on and play it start to finish. There's a couple you probably haven't heard of. There's a lot of classics on it. Chris Isaac.
I love Chris Isaac.
His Christmas album absolutely rocks. It is very.
I might have to find that on Spotify.
Very, very, very good. Check it out. Chris Isaac. There's a couple you'd be like, wow, I don't know this one, and you're like, what? This is original, and it never caught on. Like there's a couple on there that absolutely crush. Everything but Frosty the Snowman and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Those are the only two.
Patrick is 3 steps ahead of me. Again, happily married man. But Chris Isaac is one of the sexier dudes in the music industry. My God. I mean, that Wicked Game video that was oozing sex.
Oh boy. Yes. That got people pregnant. That got
people pregnant for sure.
No question.
I'll have to give that one a listen. Least favorite Christmas album is one that my mother-in-law has that she plays constantly when we're there, and it is the Alan Jackson Christmas.
Okay, that's a good one. Yes, that's a good one.
He has an original called
You're out on it.
Let It Be Christmas.
Let it be Christmas.
Let it be Christmas.
Let it be Christmas. Yeah, you're out. So you're out on that one.
So bad.
You're out.
Well, I think I probably wouldn't have been out on it if I'd heard it once or twice, but I've heard that for 15 fucking years.
You wanna actually Food Snob Frog?
Somebody's like, "What's an album?"
Food Snob Frog brings up a funny sidebar here. My least favorite Christmas album is pretty obviously Sia Christmas, because that is one that my wife also requests when she's super drunk.
I love
Christmas
Sia.
time, and I know it's coming, and I dread it. And I like Sia, I like the songs, but we've heard it way too many times.
What a fun fact! I know I've heard this, but I did not think of this.
What's even crazier about this? He has an opening credit on it. Like, you know, in the opening scenes where they name some of the actors, script at the bottom as she's running through like the woods, they go, Chris Isaac pops, and you're like, I don't remember Chris Isaac in this movie. And then you look it up and you're like, he had a cop role for like 5 minutes. It was barely in the movie.
I think he's one of the cops.
He's one of the SWAT guys.
Yeah, when Lecter,
he's one of the SWAT guys that responds to Lecter killing the other cops. Yeah, that's right. And he's on screen for all of like less than 5 minutes. He's barely on screen, and yet he got an opening scene opening scene credit from that, which was wild.
Last Christmas thing before I told my wife I'd be home early, man. I am gonna
we were supposed to do this for 8 minutes.
This was 8 minutes. Hopefully that's what I end up doing when I get home. But her favorite Christmas movie is Holiday Inn. I'm not sure if you've heard of that.
Yeah, sure.
It is
that's an oldie.
Fred Astaire and Bing and some ladies of the 40s I haven't heard of, but I had never seen it.
Okay.
And she showed it to me, and the premise, I've told this story, I'm sure, but the premise is it's a hotel that's only open on holidays, and they throw a big party. And it's fun because it's like, oh man, this was a fun Valentine's Day party, or this was a fun Christmas, Thanksgiving. And then they get to Lincoln's birthday. And everybody who works at the hotel that does the singing and dancing for the parties that they throw for each holiday is in full ass blackface.
Oh boy.
And not just blackface, but like pigtails up with like wire. And they're singing a song about how Abraham, Lincoln freed the slaves. I'm like, honey, this is rough. I don't know if I can make it through this. Can we fast forward this part? It is, it's a tough hang. And I get it. It was like the 40s or 50s when they made this movie, but whew, it was a slap to the face, hard watching a otherwise pretty innocuous, fun movie. Because she brought that up. It's in the theaters around here. They show it like the week before she wants to go, which is another tough one because it's like a 3-hour movie.
Oh no!
But the fun fact is that White Christmas, the song, first appeared in this movie, not White Christmas. That came afterwards, which is dumb.
That is crazy. That is crazy. All right.
White Christmas is a good song.
Let's rock and roll. Enjoy your rest of your night. Sad that we are here watching Jake Browning play quarterback for the Bengals and not. Although, you know what? As we say goodbye, and as this clock ticks down and we enter the fourth quarter, can I offer just a sincere fuck you to the Ravens for trying to target Odell Beckham Jr. in the end zone on there? Like you're going for the jugular here. Like what? It's not enough to just milk this clock.
They threw some long passes.
They've taken some shots.
Just run the ball. Get this. They
got Lamar scrambling. Like this is just a goddamn.
It's a little puzzling.
Yes, I don't love the way that the Ravens are treating this very comfortable win from here in. So anyway, all right, enjoy.
See you guys.